Hey everyone, Jackie Tillman here, and this is for our YouTube family. This is the Live Collective. This is for the week of January 10th, 2022. Hope you've all had a great weekend. I'll be available all week except for Tuesday afternoon, I think it is. Other than that, I'm available pretty much all week long. How are y'all? So I hope you've all had a good weekend. All of your videos are up to date and current. Your weekly videos for the 10th are up as well. Hello, Miss Jackie Hudson. How are you, dear? Hi, Jean. Your yearly videos are up. Your month of January is up. Your weeklies are up. I'm not doing too bad. I've got a little bit of a sinus thing going on today. Hi, Maura. Also want to remind you, it's a Thursday, Friday. I don't have a calendar. Why don't I have a new calendar in here? I just noticed this. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Harry. Angelina. The 14th is the first day of Mercury retro. Now, sometimes you can pick the ick of that going into retro. You can pick the ick of that coming out of retro. And it's going to run from the 14th up through February 3rd. Hi, Laura J. So, honestly, I don't think this is going to be a really negative retro. As with most retros, I do see the past coming around. So there will be a lot of reconnections with someone from the past or people from the past reaching out to you. I do see a couple flare-ups of your temper, but it doesn't show me anything specific. I would tend to say when I'm saying with temper would have to be more of a short temper with family than anything. I'm also, like I said, that my biggest thing is that the past connection is really strong and that you guys need to know that this is going to be a quick moving energy. Okay. Very fast paced, very quick moving. So yeah, here we sit, the calm before the storm, right? So yeah, hi, Miss Debbie. All right. 3 angel messages to start the week. First one is freedom. You know, that's that restless energy, that need for freedom. We also have make a wish. Now look, this is a beautiful way right here at this start of the year when you have the angel that says make a wish, because when you make that wish, it's generally granted. There again, it's a timing thing, but if you got an angel telling you to make a wish, you need to make a wish. And we have the third angel coming in. Very important message here. It says love yourself. Something so simple, but something we often forget, to love yourself. I got cards scattered everywhere here. Hey, Janelle. So let's jump into this. See where we're going to come out this week. For the week of the 10th, going into retro on the 14th, of what we need to know. Also wanted to say that, be grateful we didn't start the year in retro, because we will start 23 in retro. I don't like it when we do that. Dorothy, we have missed you too. Yes, Zoom was a lot of fun. Thank you. We had a couple new ones join us. We have a good time. I love bingo. My daughter's the bingo nut. Hi, Maggie. All right, first card up for the week we have, what did I just say about divine timing? The moon. It is all about the divine timing, okay? The moon appearing in retro, and don't forget, because you know this is the long one, this is the one where I will sit back and clarify. We want to make sure that this is just indicating divine timing, and we're not looking at some deception, because sometimes deception can come out when we're in retro. We're coming up with the moon. Miss Dorothy, Debbie, I hope you're feeling better. And Dorothy, I understand. 10 of Wands, overcoming your obstacles, overcoming them, pushing them to the side. You know, this is where you said, I've had enough, and you're going to make a new path, but a better path. For some of you, I told you I got a sinus thing going on here. For some of you, I am seeing some, I want to say unexpected travel, because do remember that, you know, retro is a time frame of unexpected, and this travel could be during retro, some kind of short trip. 5 of Wands, there it is. This is where everybody's gotten on your nerves. You're just totally annoyed. Hi, Miss Sharon. So, and that happens from time to time. Okay, 7 of Swords. This is probably why you are annoyed. Someone is either lying to you or not telling you the truth. Now, going back to the fact that it comes under this moon, I am indicating some type of deception here going on. So we will research this further. Center of the reading. Virgo energy. Queen of Swords. This is you taking authority. This is you being true to yourself. Okay? And for some of you, you know, going back to this conflict and stuff that I'm seeing, it's like you're demanding respect. You're just absolutely insisting on it, and you're demanding on it. Whatever it is here, you're not backing down. Hello, Miss Betsy. Then we have that Page of Cups energy, and the Page of Cups energy comes up with an unexpected offer. The thing about it is, I don't think whatever this offer is going to meet your expectations. Now, for some of you, this could be in the love life, and for some of you, this is just an offer in general. But I am seeing that it might not meet your expectations. 7 of Pentacles says you're working and gaining. Okay. For some of you, you're looking at a raise and or a promotion. Bonus check, commission check, something to that effect. And right beside that, we have the World. Then we have the 2 of Swords. And this is making decisions that you've been putting off. And this is a divine timing card. And we have the Moon up here in the corner on this one. Yeah, I see. Just glancing at the reading coming down before I start clarifying here. Okay, there with that Moon, 7 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. The deception I see could be at work, could be on the job front, could have something to do with your work, something that something going on there. Center of the reading coming down is overcoming your obstacles, taking care of you first, taking authority, and the world is your oyster, which is good. And then the next row over is where I see you're annoyed, whether it's with family, whether it's with co-workers or whatnot. People are just driving you nuts. The offer of help you get's not what you expected or doesn't meet your expectations, and you've got some decisions to be made. So we're going to start up top with that first card that appeared, which was the Moon. Okay, we're going to see what we have to go with that. We have the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and we got the 7 of Pentacles in the same row of the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, this deception is definitely have to do with your money, and it has to do with work. Three of Pentacles, okay? Working on your money. You see them working on the money? But my thing of it is not working on current money. This is working on new money, how to make new money, how to come up with some profitable gains here. Some of you may be leaving a job. This is movement. Normally, this is indicating movement on the home front, but this everything here indicates work. Okay, so could be a job change coming up for you. But look at her smiling. You see, she's very happy about this move. This isn't a move that she regrets. Okay, and yeah, something growing your money, growing your business. You know, you've planted the seeds and now it's starting to grow, and this is the working and gaining, you know. And I do, it's amazing this has come out because I've got several clients that are making work decisions right now. And yeah, some of you are moving jobs, so not a bad thing. Not when I see new money and happiness and joy. And you know, it's kind of one of those things where things happen for a reason. And that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Okay. Now, on this 10 of Wands, I have the Three of Swords, the Strength card, and the Five of Wands beside the Five of Wands. Okay. Hello, Mercury Retro. Three of Swords. Miss Sharon, I will show. I don't know why I held that. Oh, because you mentioned another one. I will follow you on TikTok. Three of Swords, third person, unwanted advice and or opinions. Okay. We have the strength to get through that. And then we go right back to the annoying energy that I'm talking about and the conflicts right beside the same card. Like I said, hello, Mercury Retro. So just be warned of that. For most of you, I think the conflict is in the home front. It's not really have to do with work, but the actual conflict and the ones that are annoying you, the ones that are getting on your nerves, it's family. Okay. On the Five of Wands, we have the Moon. Same row as the Moon. The Knight of Cups and the Hangman. Okay, so, all right. This is an interesting ass reading. Okay, so we have the Moon here. We started off with the Moon, we clarified the Moon, and we got the Moon again. This Moon is indicating we've got some deception going on this week. With whatever you're annoyed with is some deception. Okay, but you know, this is either my singles, you're getting an unexpected offer of love. For my couples, you're probably going to have that unexpected ass kissing, to be quite honest. Okay, so, but you're getting some kind of gift here. This could be a gift of flowers. This could be a gift of dinner. This could be the spouse saying, you know what, I really screwed up. But here we go. You are feeling the Hangman. Hi, Bill. And the Hangman says that you guys feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're not moving forward. You're not moving backwards. There's no movement. This is perfectly normal to feel this way at the beginning of retro. Okay. Now, with that said, you're not actually stuck, but if you're going to have at least, I'm going to say 2 or 3 days this week that you may feel that the energy's off, or you may actually feel that the energy has shifted. Okay. All right. On the Seven of Swords energy here, we have Temperance, the Seven of Cups. We got 3 sevens here, and the Ace of Swords. All right. So Temperance coming in with the Sagittarius energy. Temperance is indicating it's a transfer of energy. that you realize that when you do the same thing, you get the same results. So you're having to change things up. But now notice I did say you are having to change things up. Don't sit around and wait for change to occur. Change is not just going to happen on its own this week. You're going to have to work for it. Okay. With that comes the Seven of Cups. Everything going on this week, you've manifested, good or bad. Remember, I warn y'all all the time about watching your negative energy and throwing those negative thoughts out there, because some of you are going to get a little bit of that too. Then we have the Ace of Swords. So there is a new beginning here, and the new beginning is going to be in communication. Okay, well, considering I see annoyance with family members, I think that, the fact that you've got good communication going on is going to be really good. So whatever is going on there, whatever's annoying you, it's going to be brief and passing. But I'll be honest with you, it'll probably be the weekend before it does. Now, on the Queen of Swords, so far we've got a Sagittarius, a Virgo, and a Pisces energy, just to let y'all know. Now, on the Queen of Swords energy, see, that's y'all. There's the Empress. And there's the Five of Swords of people just annoying you, giving you a headache. Y'all might as well go on and buy the Tylenol, and there's the Chariot. Beautiful. So, center of your reading, where we're clarifying the Queen of Swords, where you're making it about you, and you're taking authority, and you're putting your foot down. Well, then it comes in the Empress, and this is the Mother card, and this is you taking authority. This is you making positive changes on the home front. That comes right beside the Temperance card of saying you have got to take action and you've got to change things up. This is not a week to sit on your butt and wait for things to happen. Okay. Now, going back to the Five of Swords, remember the two Five of Wands with the obstacles and the annoyance and the family member? Yeah. Look at there. Does that describe your migraine they're causing? Okay. It does say throughout whatever upheaval we're going through here, you might get a little too defensive. So I want to throw that out there because that's generally what it indicates. But it also shows me that it's very brief and passing because we have the Chariot here in the center of the reading. Now, the center of the reading radiates throughout the reading, and the Chariot and the Magician override your entire reading. Now, the beautiful thing about this is the Chariot comes on top of the Empress and right over top of the World card. So not only is the world your oyster, this is the rushing in, this is the unexpected, and this is you unexpectedly getting what you want, which is really huge considering we are kicking off a week of annoyance and a week of retro. All right, so up next we have that Page of Cups energy. Page of Cups, we have the Two of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and we have a Major Arcana of Justice. Okay. So on this unexpected offer, this offer could have to do with travel plans. I'm not going to say travel right now. I know in the beginning of the reading, I do see some travel, like I said, something brief. And it could have to do with that as well. Hi, Darius. We have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is asking you to open your heart. Open your heart to give love. Open your heart to receive love. And look at her. I think she's praying for patience, to be honest with you. Comes right out around those fives and all the annoyance. But it does show your balance is being restored with that Justice card. Things are going to be rightened. Things are going to be worked out. Okay. So, good will prevail with that Chariot in the world. Okay, now that could also signify some of you waiting for court dates, getting a court date, the signing of a legal document. Could also indicate a large lease and or purchase. Do be careful of what you sign during the period of retro. Make sure you read the fine print. All right. Now, on the Seven of Pentacles, just remember this, that retro is not the time to start anything new. All right. Seven of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Kim Lovejoy, well, where in the world have you been, dear? All right, so Eight of Pentacles, this is the Seven of Pentacles where you're working and gaining, and we're talking about new money. This is new money, okay? This is a side hustle, though. This is a different job. This is doing something on the side. This is something in addition to your regular paycheck. And we have this Page of Swords energy. It tells me you're happy, carefree, and go, you just kind of like, almost like the Fool card energy could resonate as a Taurus energy. Some of you may actually play hooky one day this week and just take off and have fun. Perhaps your idea of having fun is Netflix and chill. I don't know. But I'm just saying, it looks like me after retro is hit and you've got all this annoyance going over. Some of y'all are just taking off to yourself, taking a day for yourself. And that's wonderful. Now, the Queen of Swords has appeared again here, which was the center of your reading of you taking authority. Okay, but notice it comes right after I said your day off. And she's sitting by water. Some of you draw your energy from water. Some of you get clarity coming from water. A Virgo is going to be in this picture this week. I feel very strong about an earth sign. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But I really am feeling Virgo this week. Okay. On the World card, we have, look, guys, the Ten of Cups. I know. The Nine of Cups. The Knight of Swords. Let's go one more. The Six of Pentacles. Well, Bill, you asked that question right time. Okay, so beneath the Chariot, beneath on top of this World card and the Ten of Wands saying you're overcoming comes the Ten of Cups. 2 tens, a strong new beginning. Now that this is the card of the happily ever after. So in matters of the heart or matters of the home front, matters of couples, you're ascending to another level. Perhaps you're playing makeup, because I do see it's going to be a rough week. Okay. And if I've got singles out there, it is very possible that you reconnect with someone. And I notice I said reconnect. Mercury is bringing in the past. And for whatever reason, I feel it's a Virgo. Or it's an earth sign. I just really feel y'all connecting with an earth sign. Hi, Tara. Happy New Year to you. Nine of Cups, of course, is wish fulfillment. This is total happiness, total contentment. And the other deck is the one you heard me call the Fat Happy Cat. You're just totally happy. Everything is going your way. And we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is indicating something that's rushing in. This was about the time Bill reminded me he's not working and needs some money. And what we have rushing in is the Six of Pentacles. And that is something coming in to restore your financial balance. Okay. And then on this Two of Swords, some of y'all going to spend some time daydreaming this week. That's not a bad thing. My grandma always said that you'll live to be 100 if you spend at least once a day daydreaming. All right, so on the Two of Swords, we've got the Page of Wands, the Death card energy, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, guys, Sagittarius has appeared in this reading twice. You've got 3 10s and a death card. I cannot begin to tell you how jiggity this is going to be. This is some powerful, crazy retro energy. Good God. I mean, I can see it's retro. Okay, so the Page of Wands comes in with a message. Okay, this is what you've got to make decisions on. The message is strong new beginning, death card energy, endings, closures, rebirths, new beginnings. Be careful on your new beginnings. Retro is not the time to start anything new. Okay. Then this is your other new beginning. Look at here. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. You've got the 10 of Wands. You've got the 10 of Cups. Now you have the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is your abundance card. It is the highest financial card in the deck, but it's also more than that. This is family. This is friendship. This is love. This is money. This is your abundance in general. So, yeah, you've got a good abundance going on here. So, let's give you a bonus card for the center before I go further with this. But this is just crazy energy. Crazy. Again, you got wish fulfillment with the star. The only thing different is the star tells you it's on the Chariot, that any delays are in your favor. So you got delays in your favor and the unexpected time frame of the Chariot right there together. So, Harry, it's just going to be bajiggity as hell this week. So, what is that, LaSalle? We do that on Wednesday nights at 7. It's crazy, but it's a good crazy. Okay, so there could be problems in marriages and couples. There could be problems in family and friends. They're going to be brief in passing. It's going to annoy you. You know, we got the whole headache card going on here. And then it's quickly rightened. And I see these gifts, and these gifts to me, for a small percentage of you, perhaps you haven't ran into somebody for Christmas yet to get your Christmas gift, but I really see it as being a gift of kissing up. For example, Harry upset Cheryl. Harry goes and buys flowers. Okay, that kind of gift. That's what I'm seeing here. So, money is forthcoming. I cannot say it's going to be the week of the 10th. I don't think the big money is the week of the 10th. I think enough to get by, enough to restore that balance, enough for what you need will be provided for. Will be here this week. But you're under 2 powerful new beginnings with the abundance, with the justice card. For some of you, there's a settlement. There's some type of settlement, and I've seen this for so long now. And it could be an inheritance, it could be an insurance settlement, but it's some kind of settlement coming in. Hi, Lizzie. Hon, I have no idea. Just to be honest with you, I have no idea how the super chat works. No idea. Hi, Tammy. I'm glad you're here, though. Everyone is welcome here. Kim just got a settlement. Okay. Maggie's waiting on an insurance settlement. Okay. Our bar looks like a deceased rose garden now. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's get some more messages to go with this. So what we need to know on top of all this ick we got going on here. And like I said, do expect to reconnect with people from the past. I think they're coming in droves, to be honest with you. Okay? It is a retro thing, and I see a lot of it. Okay, so Going back to the way your reading started out, we start with a no on a major arcana, which is telling you to say no to someone. Don't let someone use or take advantage of you. And I don't think you realize how important this no is. Okay. If somebody wants you to go, let's say if they invited you and they want you to go to this play or something and you don't want to go, it's okay to say no. They're not going to belly up and die. If you don't want to do it, just don't do it. Okay. Then it says to relax, take some downtime. Like I said, guys, this is absolutely 200% the calm before the storm, so enjoy it while you can. She hasn't come back yet. Email me on that, Miss Sharon. Third time in this reading of Sagittarius has appeared in this reading. Cancer energy is here as well. All right, now going back to my singles, there's some type of brief flirting here, something going on, perhaps new date, something like that. Doesn't have to be. Oh, LaSalle, thank you. It doesn't have to be this week. It is in winter, and of course, if you're not in the U.S., our winter's going to run up through March 20th. Okay, so some dating going on in the winter months. Yes, new opportunities are going to be presented. Now, the new opportunities here on a major arcana, this is across the board. This is going to be in work, career, family, love life, all of it. It's new opportunities across the board. We've got some low self-esteem issues this week, guys. I'm going back to that card that I see where you've got the headache and everything is just annoying you. There's a Libra energy, as well as a Capricorn. Okay, my biggest thing is this is really what you need to know. This is on the current of that water that you're moving forward and leaving an emotional upset behind. So whatever stressed you out, you're kind of like done with, you're walking away from it. It's not what you thought it would be. So this tells me, like that chariot, you're going to get what you want, but it's absolutely not what you're thinking it's going to be. Okay? Interesting. Interesting. Let's see if we have any other messages for you guys. So, yeah. And like, I don't want to build you up that retro is a bad thing. I just say the energy of it's coming in like wham, like smack you in the face type energy. You may be dealing with people in authority. Want to throw that out there. I said that, I do see y'all taking authority. So, but you may be dealing with people in authority. You may be, and then go back to like this, the justice card. That there may be some legal documents you're signing. And there again, I'm going to advise to be careful what you sign during retro. Okay. Some of you are taking an interest in the arts, or you're working on some crafts or doing something there. You're very intuitive and you need to trust your gut feeling this week. A lot of you are questioning that, but do expect some delays. There could be a doctor's visit here this week. I have one. I have a doctor's visit this week. And like I said, there is going to be some problems with my couples. Not everything can be perfect every week. Yep, same here, my dear. Yeah, look how quickly that's writing because it comes with vowels right afterwards. So, yeah. You're going to the doctor tomorrow. I go to the doctor on Tuesday. So, yeah, let's see what else we have. Dentist on Thursday, yeah. Some kind of doctor's something going on here. The death card energy has reappeared, you know, and like I said, with 3 tons, guys, I just cannot stress to you enough that we're under endings and new beginnings. 3 docs this week. Love life is strong, good or bad. Adjudication has come into play. Going back, tying into that justice card. For some of you, you may get a message, something that you need to handle, that something needs to be addressed. Something perhaps you've been putting off. You go back to those decisions here that you've been putting off. You've got something coming in that you may have to address. Look, that gift has come in twice. Harry, you shopping yet in your mind? And I'm just picking on Harry. I don't see this for you. I'm just saying. For my singles, though, it does look good. Looks like you've got options. Options are always good. So more than one option available for my singles. All right. So let's see what the romance angels have for us this week. So I'm going to let y'all all pick a number tonight. I don't usually do the picker card, but we're going to do it tonight. 1, 2, or 3. That'll be on the final message of the week. Whichever one you decide to go with. I'll have 3 piles and I'll read all 3. All right. So you meet with your primary on the 18th. I meet with my breast surgeon on the 18th. That's when I hope to have a date for my surgery. So yeah, moving forward. Okay, so romance angels, playfulness. Time to recapture romance. Allow the inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Word here is going to be fun. Wedding, the situation involves a marriage. Now, this doesn't mean that this is the person you're going to marry. It does mean that y'all could be invited to a wedding. It could be the one that you're going to marry. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, dear, I've got a big surgery coming up next month. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Did I not just tell you, my singles out there? Y'all got options. Options. Options are good. Okay, so now let's see what the Love Oracle has for us. This is a cute little deck. So we can get 3 messages here. Oh, I made the mistake of having a surgery during Mercury retro on my neck. Yeah, no, we will never do that again. Never. I even have one doctor that asked me if the moon phase is right. Just saying. That's right. Well, Bill, let me tell you what I tell everyone. You cannot sit at home and wait for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right to break down in the driveway. You have to put some effort there. All right. 3 of the Love Oracles. So starting with lightning, sudden change, shocking news, a surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Does that not go right with the Chariot? Rushing in, complete change, all of that. Very nice, Miss Sharon. Very nice. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Yeah, that's that whole annoyance thing. It's right there. Y'all, I'm going to read this card, and I got a whole speech before we get to the message of the week. Okay? Karmic relationship. I hear this word one more time. Feelings, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. I was going to wait and address this on Wednesday night, but since this particular card popped up, let me go ahead and vent. I have some of you that are messaging me about specific readings, like, where I do the dailies or I do the weeklies or whatever, and we're talking about like love readings. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I do the readings, my focus is what spirit needs to tell you. Okay. And granted, so when I pick, let's say Aries, and I do an Aries reading, and it's broad. It's broad and it's general, and it's covering the whole area of Aries. So some things are going to resonate and some things are not. There are a lot of good readers out here on YouTube, and there's a lot of readers I don't believe in. And the one thing they have me tune off is this word right here: karmic relationship. And I say this because there's not a damn soul watching me now or in this room or who will watch on a replay that does not have someone in a karmic relationship. In other words, you have broken up with someone in the past and that person is with someone today. Okay? Now, me, I try to treat you, I want your reading to be what I want. That's why I try to really work on timelines and stuff, because I'm a win person. I'm a win gal. When is this going to happen? When? Things like that, and though we try to narrow it down into weekly, it can spill over. Some things can carry on for months. Spirit controls that. We just give the messages that I'm given. But this whole thing of these love readings that go into your person in this karmic relationship. One, a lot of you came into a love reading not particularly having a person or someone who you had in mind. And two, like I said, it applies to everyone. And I am not going to sit down and listen to a reading about somebody else. Point blank and simple. That's how I feel. That's my vent. Seriously, I mean, if you're asking me about a love relationship or love life and you have no one or it's someone on your thoughts, then well, yeah, we can look at that person. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to sit down and listen to a 20-minute video where you're going to talk to me about my ex-boyfriend and his girlfriend. I don't give a shit. Does that make sense? I mean, seriously, and I'm seeing a lot of it. So this is why I don't. I try real hard to not specify a love reading. Okay, I'll let spirit dictate. So Aries, one week you may think I'm being repetitive. Well, that's what they had to say. One week you may say, "Oh God, this I was really hoping to hear about my love life, but this is more about my job." Or, I was hoping to hear about my job, but this is more about my family. Well, my focus with spirit on your reading is what do you need to know? And what you need to know is what's coming out. But I know it really was. I had really made a note to vent about this on Wednesday night, but it just happened to be. Look at that. I mean, when was the last time I pulled this card? I could not tell you. Karmic relationship. So that just tells me I was meant to go ahead and go on off about it now. Get it out of my system. So there you have it. Because, like I said, I'm sorry, a karmic relationship is too general. It's too general. And I know these are general readings, and I try to give you specifics. And if you want specifics, then you need an individual reading with me. Okay? So, Harry, I appreciate that. I just keeping it real here, people. You know, I don't want to give something that can apply to absolutely everybody. Something in my readings have got to resonate with you. Okay? I have very few people that will say, well, nothing has happened or nothing resonates with me. You know if I'm talking to you or not, you know? So I'm just saying, we all have a karmic relationship. And I ain't go to for a reading or no video to hear about what my ex is doing because I could care less. Serious, you know? Very good. I said she has too many. Well, guess what? You could probably go see half of them because I'm telling you, the past about to roll around. Right. The individual reads are for specifics and to your specific situation. And if you want to look at your ex, that's totally different, you know? So, all right. So, y'all pick a number. I usually don't do these picking numbers because they drive me crazy, but I do like doing them for the end of the week. Piles 1, 2, and 3, this will be your message for the week. So I'll give you just a second to pick a number. Everybody get that number in their hand? Which one number they want? All right, we're going to start with number 1. Well, we know I didn't pick number 1, thank goodness. It starts with I am patient, knowing whatever is in my highest good is coming to me. Y'all know I am not patient. Nope, nope, nope. Not today, not tomorrow, not the day after. So there it is. I am patient, knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to you. It's that knowing, okay? It's that having faith. It's trust. Faith and trust, two big words. That it is coming to you. That what you have put out there, what you need will be taken care of and it will be provided for. So there you have it. And you're going to be patient about it. You're a better person than I am. Okay. All right. More of my twos. Up next is number 2. Your message of the week is when I surrender my will to the care of spirit and the universe, I attune my energy with an ever present stream of well being. Turn it over. In a nutshell, turn it over. Surrender it to spirit, surrender it to the universe. This is what I want. This is what I like to see happen. Thank you for what I have. You know, I tell some people, this is about the manifestation and do your manifestation boards. It's the first of the year, and stuff that you want to let go of. And I've done this so many times that you want to release it or just the ick of how you feel about something. Write it down, walk outside and strike a match to it. I mean, don't burn the neighborhood down, but you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. Okay. Now, my third deck. Number 3. True manifesting is about receiving what is the highest good for all. Ouch. Yes, I picked number 3. So now that we're talking about manifesting, now let me have a word about this. When it says it's about the true manifesting is about receiving what is the highest good for all. Where's the card I'm looking for? It was on my deck. Said it all. Lord, not that we ain't got 50 million cards out here because it's Sunday night. It's not what you thought it would be. Okay, that's what it's trying to tell you. It's not what you thought it would be. So the highest form of manifestation is bringing into you what you need and desire. Bill Kitchen, are you still in here? Okay. So if it tells you you didn't win the lottery this week, okay, but you got news from the doctor, then your wealth is in your health and not in your pocket. Okay. Because what that card is letting you know that what you need will be provided for, but sometimes it's not on our timing. Harry, I cannot imagine that you ever studied the clarinet. So yeah, it's all about timing. It's all about manifestation. It's a new year. It is retro. I don't want to come off as being negative or that we're having a negative week. I'm just telling you emotions come with retro. Okay. And I do see a wave of emotions. Not necessarily negative, but not all positive either. Not when I see that you're annoyed, probably with your family and they're giving you a headache. I'm going to tell you straight up, they're going to annoy you. You know? Is what it is. It does, over and over. I'm seeing the signing of a legal document. Well, rule of thumb in retro is you don't sign anything. But if you have to sign something, then you want to make sure that you're reading the fine print of what you're signing and acknowledging. I had that thought. Went to the drum. Yeah. I mean, so yeah. It's whatever that you do that brings you peace. Whatever brings you peace. Put a do not disturb on your life during retro. Yeah, I've already done, for me, my smudging and all was done at the first of the year because the new retro was coming. So if I got any family ick coming up in there, I will smudge them when they come through the door. Hi, Mr. Allen. You missed the reading. You're gonna have to catch that on the replay. But yeah, it's it's not a bad thing. And I don't know if y'all ever heard this. My grandmother always said you couldn't eat the first snow. And you can't eat the first snow because it's clearing out the air and the chemicals and everything around it, and she believed that we needed a good snow every year to control bugs, germs, and things of that nature. Well, I kind of feel that that's what retro does. It clears off the ick and stuff, it gets us through it because when you think about it, yeah, there might be some crazy things that go on in retro and things may break down. And yes, it pisses us off. Think about it. Is there ever a good time for anything to break down? No, it is not. It is just not. Okay. But when you think of retro in that aspect, it's kind of like what I tell you with your tower card. Oh my God, we did not get a tower tonight. Did y'all notice that? Get out. Definitely take that one. That's the first time it has happened in weeks that we've done a collective reading without a tower card moment in it. But when I tell you the tower card moment, I tell you, it's brief and passing and always leads to something better. That's kind of what I feel about anything negative occurring in retro, that it leads to something better. And it's the clearing of the ick. And it's like the restart. And unfortunately, we have to do this like 3-4 times a year. There wasn't one, Angelina, and I'm telling you, it's been weeks since we have not either had a tower or a double tower on a collective read. So, yeah. But we did have that chariot appear in the center with the world. And we will definitely take that. Life loves each and every one of us. You are absolutely correct. I smudged and ended up getting sick. That means it was smudging your negativity. You should probably smudge yourself again. Seriously. Seriously. Snowing in Scotland. Yep. Working the ick out. Yeah, it's just like I told y'all yesterday that we're on Zoom, that my daughter knows. She's like, I know there's something going on this front door when I walk in. I said, well, what do you know? She says, I know there's candles and crystals and God knows what over here. And my granddaughter had to enlighten her, and she's like, she is making you leave your negative crap at that front door is what she's doing. Amen to that. Keep your ick out my space. Smudging. I have my smudge stick here. Wait, now, normally me and my granddaughter make these. This is made of white smudge, but this is a large one because you know, I got to remember I smudge people's homes for them too. This is a smudge stick. It's white sage, and when you light it, it puts off this thick white smoke. Okay, it's a Native American tradition. You go around your room counterclockwise. You're going to cross the windows and the doors. If you're an asthmatic, be careful if you have an asthmatic in the home. It is a rough smell. It's very thick. It lingers for a little bit. And then, you know, I always smudge my property at certain times of the year. So, and my neighbors kind of figured out the other year there was something to that shit. I've been smudging their yards too. If they see me out there doing it, so I've been trying to do it at night so I can't be seen. I realize I look like the crazy woman out there with a damn stick with smoke going around the property. So, honey, it's not so much what you say, it's your intent. That anything negative, anything that's not supposed to be there, anything that is not of a high vibration of it or of the greater good, for it to leave. If you want to raise your vibration, I recommend a singing bowl. Thanks to Miss Betsy, I now have one. I used to have the regular smudge stick that I kept in there because I would smudge my daughter and my granddaughter. And believe me, they come up in here with all their crap sometimes. Ugh. Yes, you could smudge people too. They start with their head and work their way down and back up again. Fan the smoke on them. Now, I do recommend as a fire hazard, beads the embers can burn off while you're doing this. So maybe put a piece of aluminum foil at the bottom or something so the embers don't burn your house down. The cedar wood. Cedar is nice too. Hello, Mr. Lucifer. How are you? Gonna get you a smudge stick. Get them very reasonable online. If you have a metaphysical store around, just try to go with the white sage because the white sage has that thick smoke to it. So you're doing good. Good to hear. I wouldn't see why not. I wouldn't see why not. Hell, everything in my life comes from Amazon. I have a store across town where I get my metaphysical supplies from, so I usually don't get a whole lot from Amazon. I have bought crystals from Amazon that I've been very happy with. Yeah, Dana, I like the white sage because I think the white is, to me, I associate with the white light and of course spirit, and it's a thicker smoke than regular sage. Y'all want to hear something funny? I grew white sage. Well, I still grow white sage till my weed whacker goes out there and cuts it all down and says, "Well, I'm not supposed to cut that." But anyway, so and I have the twine, and usually around July or August, me and Jason will sit out there on the Tiki Tavern and we will make our smudge sticks, and they're generally about this long and about this thick around. And it wasn't this summer; it was the summer before last. It was my biggest batch. We actually pulled over 20 sticks. We were actually able to make over 20 smudge sticks. Do you know I gave every single one of them away to somebody at church? LaSalle also grow lavender for that reason. You talk about the best. You combine some sage, some rosemary, and lavender and let it rain. But yeah, we give them away, and my daughter's calling me a couple days ago and asked me did I have any smudge sticks, And I'm like, no. So I need to stack up on them. And I don't mind buying them and giving them to people because it is a big part. And you'd be surprised how many people will approach me and ask me, do I have any smudge? So, but yeah, that was our biggest batch. Was we generally, I mean, if we came out with 10 to 12 sticks, good size ones, like about that big around, about that long. If we come out with 10 or 12 of those, we're pretty happy. And we had over 20, and I gave away over 20 of them. Well, honey, they don't mention it. They don't mention it. They just know there's a psychic in the congregation, and they'll sneak up and ask me, do you have any smudge? Sure do. But no, they don't mention it. I'm sorry. I went to church today. We usually do communion on the first Sunday of the month. Okay. We didn't last week because we had a guest speaker in. So today, when I walked in the door, they give me this thing in my hand, and I'm like, what is this? It's about this big. Well, it's how we're going to do communion while we're under COVID. Okay. And it's this little thing. And you lift the first film, and there's your little cracker or wafer or whatever it is. And then it's a shot of Welch's grape juice. Y'all, I cannot, I cannot even tell you how upset I was about this. Hi, Eagle Eyes. Mugwort root. Yes, you are correct. I'm just saying, I mean, my first thought was we've got COVID communion. And my other thought was, oh my God, it's communion for sinners on the go. I know y'all need to pray for me, right? I'm just saying it was a cracker and grape juice, and it come in this little to-go container, and I'm like, oh my heavens, we have resulted in this. Normally, I have a really cool church that bakes their own bread. So when you walk in on Communion Sunday, the first thing you smell is hot bread, bacon, and they have, of course, they don't use wine. We have been pushing for the wine, but they use the grape juice. But they break bread, like they did in the Bible. They actually break the bread in front of the congregation, and they pull off a chunk and give it to you, and then you dip it into the grape juice. You like that, Angelina Centers on the go? It was the first thing I thought of. I sent a picture to my daughter, and I'm like, "Do you need one of these? It's for sinners on the go." And she's like, "Oh my God, tell me that's not communion." I'm like, "It is. It is." But yeah, and I mean, I love the fact because that we're non-denominational, so we follow the book, and the book says they broke bread. They didn't get wafers. They didn't eat crackers. They broke bread. So they bake their own bread, and they break bread, and we dip it into the grape juice. Well, what was funny was I grew up in a Baptist church, which means I grew up eating crackers. I ate wafers with the juice. You know how that is. Okay, so the first time I go to do communion at this church, and he pours this juice from this pitcher into this big goblet, and I thought, let me tell you something right now. They pass that goblet around this congregation, I am out. I am not about to sit here and drink after all these people. Not going to do it. And I don't mean to offend any of y'all Catholics because I know y'all do just that. But I'm just saying, I'm like, I got my limits. And they're like, no. They break the bread. He hands you the bread. Then he's going to hold the goblet up and you dip it in there. And I'm like, I got this. But, he has the bread maker at the front of the church. Okay. And so when do we do communion? Whenever that bread maker goes ding, hot bread is done. You know. But yeah, this is what I thought today. Center on the go. Here you go. We got you. We got you. You want to give us a handful to take out and pass around this week? Versus the wafer and juice. I know, dear. I know. But yes, these are the thoughts I had. So yeah, no, because that was my first thought when, and I told him, I said I was absolutely horrified, and he's like, I wonder how many other people I've scared to death. And I'm like, so after that, he started explaining himself what he was doing. I'm like, all I know is I just saw you take that picture in that one goblet and start pouring. And I thought, no, no, we are not sitting up in this church drinking after everybody. Well, Bill, my church has gone through a division. Pastor I loved and had been with for 3 years, he got fired. Now, the other pastor we have was one of our associate pastors, which I like him. And I mean, we're in a rebuilding process. And what can I say? Politics need not be in a church. Christiansonly.com drive-through communion. Well, and I mean, I like the non-denominational, and I like the fact that they're not judgmental and that everyone is welcome in the community. I mean, and we come together as everyone. Everyone. We have interracial couples in there. I mean, we have everything. We have everything. And they preach it all the time, that Jesus did not go out and preach to the righteous. He hung out with the pagans. So, and they're the first church. I grew up in a Baptist church that was ready to crucify me for even talking psychic nonsense or anything else. And this church says, oh, well, that's one of God's gifts and it's in this part of the Bible. And it's not like I'm up in there peddling readings or something. So, it's been all good. You don't, yeah, the church is just a building. Church is just a building. What I found in this church, though, was a fellowship I never found before. Actually, I found like 12 or 14 moms, to be honest with you, of ladies that are in their 70s and 80s and just love me. And I let them because most of them support what I do. And the ones that don't, they go to pray for me anyway. So, cover me up in prayer. I'll take it either way you look at it. Yeah, I like the fellowship part of it. I've made some really good friends. Exactly. Where is that church? Dana, where are you at? I don't even know where you're at. They're on Facebook, though. It's Matorka Christian Fellowship, and they're on Facebook. But I really enjoy them, and I enjoy the people there. That they're just some really good-hearted people. And the one thing that has always impressed me about, we do more for the community than any church I have ever attended in my life. From the fire department to the police department to the women's abuse shelter to the food banks and the homeless and the backpack programs. I've never seen a church that's so much that we're into the community. So, yeah, it's been good. Oh, you're in Canada. Well, you'll have to look them up on Facebook. Y'all, we've been on here tonight over an hour. Believe it. Debbie, I hope you feel better. Right. Now, what is it? What was this rule? There, how did he put it? He has words that the preacher has put it. Oh, the righteous clicks. We don't do righteous clicks. You know what I'm talking about with that? Like this group of ladies is here, and this group of ladies is here, and this group of men is here, and this group of men is there. Yeah, that doesn't work for them. No clicks. We come as one family. Oh yeah, and you can really feel the difference in that. Yeah, that we are all under one roof, and so that makes us one. You know. It is. It was the first time I'd ever done. Like I said, I grew up in a Baptist church, so you had Sunday school. We don't have Sunday school. We have life groups, which are actual Bible studies, and they're a lot of fun. And I've learned a whole lot from them. So it's just been different, and it's been really good. So, but yeah, I had to tell you about the communion on the go today because I was like, what in the world is this? What have you handed me when I come in the door this morning? I mean, I think you all can say that you've been to a church where everybody turns and looks at you. Like, who is that? Do y'all know who she is? Or do you know? But nobody comes up and greets you? You know? Yeah, that don't fly with us. We are hugging church, though, I can tell you that. Not so much since COVID, but that is a huggingest group of people I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we have a couple of those too, and they get reeled in every now and then. They have to be reeled back in, you know? So they have to be reminded from occasion that we are all equal. And just because you've been there since Moby Dick was a minnow does not mean any different than the person that's been there for 2 weeks, you know? And that's kind of what I felt when I went there the first time. I couldn't tell you who was new there and who wasn't. Everybody just fit in with everybody. And that was a really good feeling. How am I missing a whole deck of cards? You're a hugger? Well, I have, my daughter went before I did, and she's like, Mama, I know how you are about people hugging and stuff like that. And she says, I know you're kind of standoffish about it. She says, and let me tell you, she says, the huggingest group of people you ever seen. But I found out I was okay with it. And coming from someone that had lost my mom and then picking up another 12 was beautiful. It is. It is. And that's what they've gone through. They've gone through the division. I'm so glad I was not there for it. I had bowed out of church for a little bit. Um, After the brain surgery, I needed to do some healing. I need to get right with me, and I need to be able to pay attention to an hour reading. Does that make sense? Because my attention span is not what it used to be when it comes to that. Either that or perhaps the preacher was starting to bore me. I don't know. But so I had stepped back from a little while, but um, I am very sad to see that one of the rules that we were really stickler on was keeping politics out the church, and politics made its way into the church on COVID, and it caused a complete separation and divide. And one of the preachers quit, and one they fired, and it was just. And they come up to me today because they're having another meeting on the 29th. Nope, won't be there. Sure won't. Don't even care what the outcome is. Mm-mm. I'm not getting involved in this. And we have another church that wants to merge with us. And I'm like everybody else. I hate to see us merge with another church. But I'm also about just put it in God's hand to see what's going to happen. He's either going to help us rebuild or we're being led to this other church to help us rebuild. So, Yes, it does. I have a huge teddy bear that thanks to my granddaughter. Yeah, it was bad. And things like that, we had tried so hard to keep out of the church. And then it got to be the whole vaccinated versus the unvaccinated and the face mask and the governor telling us when we could open and it got bad. It got ugly and it got real ugly from what I'm told. I wasn't there for it. But, and it's a shame. Thank you, Miss Lucille. I will be doing videos this week, but I see my oncologist this week, so I will soon be doing another video on the breast surgery. And if anybody has to have it done, there's some things you need to know that I didn't know. I know now. I know what to expect now, partially what to expect going into this other surgery. So, and particularly for those anyway that has this done that are like me and lives alone. And there's just there's some what do they say? The struggle is real, girl. The struggle is real. So yeah, I have had a really winding and turning road when it comes to my health, but hopefully we're going to end up fixing the last of everything. And there is Miss Di. We're getting ready to log off, dear. Nice seeing you though. Thank you, Miss Sharon. And I will follow you back over there. So yeah, we've had a great crowd in here this evening, and welcome to all of our newies and everyone that comes in as a guest and on the replay. You know, yeah, I know you've heard us talk about we zoomed yesterday. I do have a Zoom group, and the Zoom group is you. Okay, it's you. It's anybody who wants to participate. Zoom is free of charge for you guys. It works on any device, whether it's your computer, your tablet, or your phone. It works for Android and it works for iPhone. All you have to do is email me on my website and say, Jackie, include me on your Zoom list. Does not mean you're required to join a meeting or whenever we have Zoom. It just means that you're going to get an email with a direct link to that meeting when we have that. Jackie, we're going to do that on Wednesday. And it's just, a direct connect. It's a lot of fun. It's you. I get to see you. Okay. I don't do any readings over there. So don't feel like, oh, she's sneaking off to do reading. No, I don't read it at all over there. We just sit around. We talk about life things. We have a blast. It's nice to see each other. It's nice to meet each other. We are a tight knit group over here. So if you want to join our Zoom group, yeah, just shoot me an email and let me know. Add me to the Zoom list. And if you can make it, that's great. And if you can't, can't. I think we had what, 5 or 6 yesterday? I think we had at least 5. And it was a great time, and it's cool because we're all over the world and we're all over the country. And it's a way for us all to get together. Miss Sharon, you should have gotten an email on it, dear. Absolutely. Just shoot me an email and say, just add me to Zoom and I'll add your email to it because like I said, we usually do it on Saturdays around 3 p.m. Eastern. I mean, that's nothing set in stone. We don't do it every week, but we have a great time when we do it. So, and like I said, it's an opportunity for me to get to see you. You get them when I'm off the air. Maybe I need to send them out a day early then. Hell yeah, lucky I remember to send them out. But Bill, thanks for that. And Sharon, you didn't know, so I need to send them out like a day early. Absolutely. Yesterday it was a lot of fun. It was great to see everyone. I mean, and like I said, it's kind of like that old Hollywood squares. Everybody's in their own little square. We get to see each other and just hang out and just be friends, and it's great. But it is set up just for this. It is set up just for my YouTubers. Okay. That's okay, dear. That's okay. We did have fun yesterday. So, and we'll do it again. So, no problems. I'm gonna get off of here. Don't forget. Hey, Diana, how are you? Wednesday night, 7 p.m. We run down Aries through Pisces, a quick collective. Nothing like what I did tonight. Just a quick collective. And then we will go into, I love pulling the cards for those that are in the room, as well as any super chats. So if you got any questions, that'd be the time to hit me up. Honey, I couldn't find it. You need to send it to me because I went through it and I couldn't find it. All right, dear. Y'all have a great night. It's great seeing you. We've had a great crowd this evening. Kicking off Mercury Retro together because this is what we do. We do life together. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good one. Good night.